You've probably heard the horror stories about the massive passport backlog. Maybe you even have one of your own. The government couldn't process requests quickly enough to meet new federal rules requiring passports for places like Mexico, Canada, and the Caribbean. Now, Connecticut Congressman Chris Murphy is trying to do something about that. He's urging travelers to call their representatives. Fox 61's political reporter Shelley Sindlin has the story of one woman who did just that.
But to get through this summer and fall's backlog.
If it looks like this New Britain woman is holding on to her passport for dear life, she probably is.
It was horrible, let me tell you.
That's because getting it was such a nightmare. Despite sending in her application months ahead of time, she and her husband almost had to cancel their trip.
And we got our passports on Friday at 3 p.m. and we were leaving Monday.
Others shared her pain.
We were flying out of Kennedy Thursday. We had got it the Monday before, 4 days before we were traveling.
2 weeks before the trip, my wife was getting very anxious. I was getting frustrated.
Congressman Chris Murphy says with new federal rules requiring passports for air travel to Canada, Mexico, and the Caribbean, passport applications are up 33%, and the feds can't keep up, bogging down the process for everyone. Murphy says in his district alone, he's helped some 175 people.
When our office is calling, people on the other end of the phone seem to be picking it up.
And Murphy is urging others having problems to give them a call.
We may not be able to help all of the time, but in most cases, we have been successful in getting people's passports to them in time.
Because of the nice weather during the summer months, Congressman Murphy predicts the problem will only get worse before it gets better. That's because the congressman says it's during this time of the year that people are more likely to travel. Helen's advice to travelers, plan ahead, but don't pack until the last minute.
I did not pack, not knowing whether we were going.
In New Britain, Shelley Sindlin, Fox 61, News at 10.
Congressman Murphy flew back to Washington today, where the House voted in favor of emergency legislation that makes it easier to bring back retired personnel to beef up staffing at passport offices.